Tell, great blues musician who recorded in the 1930s or late 20s rather, and unlike a lot of blues musicians in Atlanta, there were a bunch of them back in the day. A lot of them dispersed in the Great Depression, went to find work elsewhere. But Blind Willie stuck around. He was playing on the streets of Atlanta up until the mid to late 1950s. Played for tips at the Pig and Whistle down on Ponce de Leon Avenue, and I got into this music in high school. I was, working this some of that stuff. My dad came in my room, was like, "Oh yeah, is that Blind Willie?" I'm like, "Yeah, obviously." He's like, "Yeah, I used to hear Blind Willie play on the street," and I was like, "No way, no, you didn't." No. Yeah, no, he used to be around, and anyways, I didn't believe he was my dad. But corroborated this with many people who were around in the 1950s. So when Blind Willie, he would play for tips, and my dad would go down to this place, the Blue Lantern, when he was in high school, try to score beer out the back of this place. And Blind Willie would be playing there, and evidently Blind Willie's superpower, other than music, was that when you tipped him, he could tell the difference between a 1 and a 5 and a 10 and a 20, and he would let you know what he thought about your contributions. If you were thought just because he was blind that you could be stingy. But anyways, I'm Blind Willie McTell. We're going to do an old gospel number that Blind Willie recorded in the 40s on his Atlanta 12-string record, which is really beautiful. You should look it up. And it's got a nice cheery title. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's called "You Got to Die." We performed this one time, Tony and I, for a group of donors at the Met Museum and their musical instruments collection. They, feature performers of different kinds of music from all over the world, and doing the song, and looked out in the audience and realized that I think the median age was probably about 83. And sure enough, this gray-haired little guy in a tux came up afterwards, like, "Hey, I really loved your song. But we're all like 83. Did you have to sing that one?" Sorry. It's actually really kind of a sweet song.
Just as well
to dime. You just as well are living